finally shining today. So today we are going to start out on a farm for our story. But first, before we go there, I want to talk to you about remembering our rules. Remember, there's 4 of them. We have be kind, and I'm going to tell you again, just like in our classroom. Be helpful. Be helpful at home with anything that needs doing, and especially around dinner time, maybe today. Give it a little extra effort to offer a hand. The other ones are be a reader, and you guys, I keep telling you, you just keep amazing me every day with how well you're reading. So keep at it, and be sure that you are reading a book today with a family member, and you are going on Red Apple reading to get some extra practice. And the last one, very important since we're all at home right now, is to clean up. When you make a mess, clean it up. Don't wait. Do not put it off. Because I know if I put off cleaning up my little piles of everything around the house, oh, it's such a big job to clean it all up at once. So do it as you go, and it's a lot easier. Okay, so today we're going to talk about author's purpose. Sounds very fancy. What it means is the author's goal when they are writing their book. What do they want the reader to walk away with? Do they want to have the reader, that would be you, entertained? Do they want to teach you something about life, like a life lesson? And that would be things like maybe how to make a friend, how to be really patient sometimes. And we read a book before about not interrupting, so you'll remember that one. My Mouth is a Volcano. Awesome book. And then the last one is teaching facts and information to you. So what kinds of books would those be? Fiction or nonfiction? If we're learning facts and information, let's say it all together. I'm going to count to 3, and you're going to tell me fiction or nonfiction. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Yes, nonfiction. True books with true facts. So today I'm going to take you on the farm. Like I said, I brought some of my stuffed friends behind me just to kind of feel more like I'm on the farm. So I'll get to my book. The book's title, let's see if you can read it first. Okay. I know you know some of those words. It's called If You Were Born a Kitten. Now I know you guys know how to read if, you, and a from the title. So it's If You Were Born a Kitten. And the author is Marion Dane Bauer, and the illustrator is JoEllen McAllister Stammen. So look closely at this cover. Is that a photograph or is that a drawing? Sometimes nonfiction books that tell facts and information, we've talked about this before, they can have pictures that are painted or drawn, and they don't always have to be photographs, okay? But they are always realistic. Okay, so let's get to our story. If you were born a kitten, you'd slip into the world in a silvery sack, and your mother would lick and lick and lick you free. If you were a baby seahorse, you'd pop right out of your father's pouch and swim away with hundreds of sisters and brothers. If you were a chick, you'd peck a nap, you'd peep inside of your shell, and then you'd kick with your big feet and burst out and say, "Hello, world." Now, do baby chicks talk? No, but that was the feeling I'm sure that they would have. If you were a soft, new porcupine, you'd say, but your prickly porcupine mother would say, "Nothing at all." If you were born a whale, you'd squeeze out slowly, tail first, and then your mother would nudge you up and up for your first sip of air. If you were a newborn possum, you'd fit into a teaspoon. Oh my goodness, that's only about this big. That is tiny. With lots of brothers and sisters, your mother would lick you a path so you could climb to her pouch. It's a really pretty picture, so I'm going to show you. Don't they look like they're so happy? Nice and warm. If you were a baby snake, you'd have a tooth on your snout. Now, what's a snout? What do you think a snout might be? Is it a finger? No, snakes don't have fingers. A snout is your nose. Touch your nose. That's where they have that little tooth. So I'm going to start this page over so we get there. If you were a baby snake, you'd have a tooth on your snout to slash your leathery egg. You would say, as you slithered away. If you were a bear cub, you'd come naked into a wintry den, but your sleeping mother would be fuzzy and furry and warm. If you were a baby deer mouse, your skin would be wrinkled and pink and so thin that the milk in your tummy would show through. Now, what do you notice about those babies? Look at mama and look at babies. Do they have their fur yet? Are their eyes open? No, they get their fur after they're born and their eyes open sometime later. If you were a brand new elephant, you'd wear a halo of long brown hair. Sometimes you might suck your trunk like a thumb. If you were a tadpole, you wouldn't look a bit like your mom and dad, not yet anyway. Let's see if you spot the babies. There's those tadpoles swimming around underneath mama. Of course, you're not a tadpole. You're not a snake or a porcupine or a whale. You're not a hairy elephant baby or a seahorse popping out of your father's pouch. And yet, you were born too. So that's the end of our story. So today, what I'd like you to do is write 2 really good sentences about, is this book facts? Is the author going to teach us something about animals? Is it here to entertain us? Was that the goal that the author had? Or was it to teach us a life lesson, like patience or kindness or being unselfish? So try to figure that out. Talk it over with someone in your house before you start writing, because talking stuff over before you write always helps us get our thoughts together and makes for great sentences. So I want you to remember, for your sentences, what do you put at the beginning? The first letter of every sentence is capitalized. And at the end, what do we put? I'm waiting. A period. And if it's a question, we use a question mark. And if we're really excited, we use our exclamation point, that long line with the dot on the bottom, okay? Happy writing, and I want you guys to have a great day, all right? And then I'll see you again tomorrow, all right? Sending my love to everybody.